Alrighty, so here we are back playing some more Tropico 6, and today we're moving on to the second episode of the mission, the 1%ers. In the last episode, we set up a pretty strong economy, and we got underway with the overall mission objectives. So today hopefully we can continue along, and I want to make it at least 2/3 of the way, considering that this is going to be 2/3 of the episodes for this mission, so let's get into it. Alrighty, here we are. So now, yes, there is a lot of stuff that I do want to start to do, and first off we should focus on this Swiss money situation. Now, truth be told, I did actually play through this entire episode, but I was really tired, and I noticed that, like 20 minutes in, I turned off the recording, and then I didn't turn it back on. And then on top of that, the commentary was just really bad because I was incredibly tired. But either way, let's get into continuing along today. I do really like this little grid setup that was given to us at the start of this mission. It seems pretty decent. But yeah, with the Swiss money, what I ended up doing was we finished it within like just a couple of days. So it was really close. Either way, let's go ahead and make sure that this is on special tax, and then what we want to do is make sure that our bank is on slush funds, and we want to keep as much money in our treasury as possible. And then I think what else is going to be good is building permit. Increases construction cost of all buildings by 20%. 2% of the base construction cost is transferred to your Swiss bank account. So that'll be pretty decent. Let's go ahead and research it. Building permit. And I wonder how long this lasts forever. Interesting. So let's go ahead and turn that on.
It is our responsibility to ensure that all buildings have the proper paperwork. Of course, good bureaucracy doesn't come cheap, and neither do good slush funds. Given the importance of both, we should look for opportunities to expand the building permit scheme wherever possible. Does that shack have a permit? What about that sandcastle? The possibilities are endless.
So let's go ahead and turn that on, and I'm wondering what's going to happen once it levels up. I guess we'll see. Gonna probably leave that on indefinitely as long as it doesn't make the communist faction too upset, which it doesn't. And with that, it's probably going to be in our best interest to try and get a lot of rich people, a lot of rich tourists onto our island as quickly as possible. So let's go ahead and set up even more skyscraper hotels. We're going to want a lot of these, and we're going to want them to be filled in as much as possible. So let's go ahead and just build up a whole bunch of these wherever we can, really. Yes. Okay, let's do just that for now, and then it'd probably also be a good idea to set up some offices as well. So let's go ahead and throw down just a couple. And I want to move this, it's in the way. Let's put it over here, as far out of our way as possible. And hopefully that helps out a bit. So we're going to have to see, yeah, I think the building needs to be fully constructed for us to get the payout for the Swiss money. A bit of money coming in there, and then we want to set up a jewelry workshop as well. So let's go ahead and unlock it for now, and then once we have the funds for that, we'll set that up. And so getting a lot of tourists onto the island is huge because, of course, we're making, what is that? Like over $500 per month per skyscraper hotel that's full. And so we want a lot of these filled up every single month. And if we click on the treasury here, we can see that we are, yeah, we're losing around 5,000 per month, 6,000 per month, 6,500. And so you can imagine just having a lot more skyscraper hotels would be in a much better position. On top of that, they're also going to be spending a bunch of money every month, and that's always going to be good for us. So now that we have the funds, let's go ahead and set up the jewelry workshop. We are producing gold, and so that's going to allow us to set all of this up. Let's go ahead and build a bridge out to here, and then over to here, and then perhaps something like that. Okay, that seems fine. And let's go ahead and put our jewelry workshop. Honestly, I'm kind of thinking there's a good spot. And then it would be a good idea to set up more housing. We're already getting quite a number of homeless people living on our island, so try and deal with that as much as possible. And I think what else we're going to do is let's demolish this fisherman's wharf. And instead what I want to set up is some actual fish farms. That would be absolutely massive. So let's go ahead and unlock it for now. Again, once we have the funds for it, we can set those buildings up to produce both fish and shellfish, which will be good. Better safe than sorry, more hands, everything's looking fine. Lots of unemployed, or lots of vacant job slots, which isn't amazing. Residential occupancy, all of our apartments over here, modern apartments, are full, so we're going to want to deal with that. We don't have the funds for that quite yet. But with a little bit of time, hopefully we should be in a pretty good spot. I think the building needs to be fully constructed for us to get the Swiss money from this. And I guess we'll see right here. I guess edict, like reading over it, would probably tell you whether or not that happens. But yeah, we want to try and get this done as quickly as possible. Yeah, so that's where we get the money from. Okay, interesting. It's only 2% of the base cost of the building, which isn't a whole lot. But every little bit helps. And we have roughly like 2 years to try and get this done. And we want to get this done because this will give us 15 of the moon deeds, which we're going to need for the mission, right? Let's go into times 4 speed. One more buildings are getting finished. Good stuff. Let's max out the budget on those. Let's max out the budget on our offices. Cool, cool. More office buildings. Let's look at vacant jobs, colleges. So yeah, we want to try and get as many college educated job slots filled as possible. And I think we have a high school, don't we? I'm not sure. Not a high school. I think we have a college somewhere. I know we have a high school for sure. Let's look at the building list. Media and education. No, we don't have a college, so a college is going to be rather beneficial for us in the long run. Jewelry workshop. Good, good, good. Starting to bring in some Swiss money, which is always going to be helpful. Let's lower the rent or the budget on all of our modern apartments, because on the maxed out budget we're actually losing money every month. But on the second to lowest budget we're making at least some money. You know what, let's go even lower. Let's go with the middle budget here, because that's going to net us kind of a lot of money every month. And every little bit is going to help. Fantasy reviews. We just need a couple more fantasy reviews and we'll be allies with the, what's it called, faction. A cool 50k, that's good. And I think there's the jewelry workshop finished. An apartment place down, good. We have like a year. We have a year, and I want to make sure that we definitely get this done. I'm not sure what our best bet's going to be. Maybe a second bank on the slush funds work mode is probably going to help us out quite a bit. So let's go ahead and set up another bank here. And we just want to make sure that we make it comfortably into getting all of this finished here. We definitely want that to happen. So yeah, looks like we are netting 200 ducats per month. Let's go ahead and change this to slush funds, max out the budget. Another 50k coming in. That's good. Up to pretty close. It's pretty close. We need to, let's throw in, I don't want another office right there, but I do want another one around somewhere. Let's do that there. Let's do another modern apartment here and over here as well. And maybe even another modern apartment here would be good. We might just have to quick build these last couple ones up. It wouldn't be amazing, but let's quick build you. Yeah, we're getting like 200 from modern apartments. Let's do another one there. This one's on fire, which means that no one's going to be living in it for a short while. Let's quick build both of these. Okay, we're really, really close. Just a couple of months. 900 or 9,000. Let's... it's gonna be really, really close. Let's do another office building there. Let's look for another skyscraper hotel as well. Let's do this one here. Quick build both of you guys. Yeah, we just need just a couple of more. And what I want to do is actually, let's pause this. Let's move you over to... Honestly, we can do this here, I would say.
Delightful.
Oh, cool. There we go.
Losing so badly is refreshingly destitute.
We must do this again soon. So we get 15 moon deeds. Perfect. So now we can slow that back on down. And let's go ahead and change these to national banks. We want to instead gather money. I think that would be much more useful. Let's look at trade deals and whatnot. I don't think that there's anything too crazy that we're going to have access to. Setting up some more industry would probably be pretty beneficial. Let's go ahead and get rid of this bus garage. Everyone's going to be able to afford cars anyways. Yeah, with the free wheels edict turned on. Did building permit level up? It did. So increases the base construction by less and we get even more money transferred to our Swiss bank account. That's cool. Let's go ahead and turn that off though. We don't really need it anymore. Cool, cool, cool. Let's max out the budget on the offices. And let's go ahead and set up a college at this point. I kind of like the idea of doing a college over here somewhere. Yeah, I think here would be a good spot. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's drag a road down. Perfect. Wrap around there. Drag a road out as far as we can this way. Again here. Let's come over to here, up to there. And come out to here. There. Here. Perfect. 2, 3, 4, 5. Usually I would move this in like that. Maybe we'll try and build around it. 5. Over to here. Here to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7. Like that. Doing what we can with what little we have. Another square finished there. I would say it's all looking pretty good. Okay, so now we have all of this area over here sort of partitioned out. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. Cool. So that looks good to me. Interesting, interesting. College will get completed soonish. Are people working on this? They are. Cool. So that is all we can ask for. So for college educated jobs, we're actually going to need to hire in people for these. So let's go ahead and do that now. The offices are going to be pretty important. So let's go ahead and hire those in. Lots of money for us every month. Everything else can wait, I would say. Increase the speed to ×2. Jewelry exports are coming along nicely. Produce coffee. I guess we can turn this on. Or leave it on and produce just a little bit of coffee. But I do want to focus a bit more on... let's increase the budget on all of the logging camps. I'm surprised they never set that up. And let's actually build a road out to like over here. I do really like the way that this is set up by having multiple logging camps in close proximity to each other. Let's do it again. Cool. So there's those. We can even just quick build these up. That's going to be a bunch of extra jobs for us. And that's going to be a lot more logs for our lumber mills, and then hopefully the lumber mills, we can increase the budget on them by 1. And hopefully they can actually supply our furniture factories, which will be good. Cool, cool. And then you know what? Let's even do another lumber mill. And with this lumber mill, we can set up a bit of... Let's do it here. We can set up a bit of boat manufacturing, which I think will be good with a shipyard. So let's go ahead and unlock this, place it on down. Perfect. We also have the money for some fish farms, so let's go ahead and do that. I kind of want to set up somewhere that we can use for like an industrial zone. I think we'll make this an industrial zone, so let's go ahead and get rid of these 2 corn plantations. All the people working here will have new job slots, which will be, or like there's plenty of jobs for them, right? Like all these logging camps and whatnot, so totally fine to go around demolishing this up a bit. What I want to do is let's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to be a bit nitpicky with this, and let's relocate our bank 1 space over. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Down to here, over to there. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to demolish all of these. All of these parks. We don't need them. And that's going to give us a bunch of building space all around the, what's it called here?
You did as I asked, but I...
Cool, now we have an ally, the Middle East. That's
The
pretty
Middle
cool.
East proclaims its love for Tropico, and we have loved their major export for a long time. It's a friendship made in oil heaven.
Cool, cool, cool. So now all of our logging camps are starting to get filled in. That's good. Let's get tree nursery and chainsaws for both of, or like for all of them. That's good. So now let's go ahead and start setting up some more industry. We'll start out first off with some fish farms. Let's do one here. And then another one right here, but this one's set to shellfish. Perfect, so that's going to
So
be...
much fun. What shall we bet on next, Presidente? I know. Let us race to bring our staff to the islands. I myself have several thousand assorted staff.
And for the winner, the moon deeds. I currently own plenty of oceanfront property on the Sea of Tranquility, and it would be my pleasure to lose a cut of the dark side of the moon to my friend. The thrill is in the chase, yes? Cool. So we can pay 10,000, and this will sort of... what's it called? Allow us to get more moon deeds by winning this bet. And so all we got to do is increase our population by roughly... that's like 80, a little less than 80, like 75. So that's easy to do. All we need to do is hire in lots of people. So let's go ahead and hire in people for certain jobs. Stuff like the bank and whatnot. Cyber Operations Center, might as well. Immigration Office. Then let's do uneducated jobs. Let's actually demolish this. Logging camps, let's hire in workers for that. Lumber mills, increase the budget by 1. A garbage dump, honestly we can demolish that as well. The tourist port, let's hire in. A factory ranch, a goat ranch, let's increase the budget on that. Golf course, why not? Teamster's office, get another teamster. And then a pig ranch, cool. So that's going to be a bunch of new people moving in very quickly. And let's set up some industry. What I'm kind of thinking would be good is to get all the food buildings done. Actually, like I said, I did this mission and we need one of each food type, which is why we set up the fish farms now. And so it would probably be a good idea to set up a cannery as well as a juicery. Let's do the juicery because I know it'll fit perfectly here. And then we can do the cannery maybe somewhere over here would be a good spot. Yes. I think this is literally where I set it up last time, and that's a pretty cool looking spot. So let's extend this road to here, down to there. Ooh, we can get away with this. That's crazy. Let's demolish that on up. There's people living in a mansion. I guess we can leave it. Cool. So now we have a pretty nice little tiled out city. Let's extend this road down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend you down to here. Extend you down to here. And finish that up. Cool, perfect. Looking good. I do want to move this bank somewhere. You know what, let's move it now to here. And you know what, I think it'd kind of look cool to get the other one over here as well. Flanked by banks. Good, good. And then we can do something else out front. Maybe we could even move something like our immigration and our customs offices here. Let's max out the budget on these. And then let's hire in workers. 84 new people. And so we're getting pretty close to having the population bumped up quite a bit. Oh no, that was the tourist ship. But either way. Let's go and quick build this and then hire in workers for this building. Bam, look at that. We just got 50 new people moved in. So we're pretty close already to having this done. That's good. This means we're going to need a bunch of new housing. We don't want to do modern apartments in this area. Let's actually demolish. I want the entire population to be well off as well. And what I'm kind of thinking is we could do social security. Yes, this is perfect actually. Let's turn that on. This means that anyone who's going to an education building, high schools, colleges, they'll make a well-off wage. Anyone who retires will also make a well-off wage, and that's all good. And so let's go ahead and leave that on for a bit. And we're also going to need to focus on getting our support up a bit. I know for a fact that we don't have any faith buildings as well as fun buildings for our population. So let's just build some stuff up for them.
You may have noticed new experimental surveillance drones outside your windows. Do not be alarmed. The drones attack when they sense fear.
And we can do something real simple. Throw some parks out front. And let's go ahead and throw some parks out front of this mansion as well. Cool. So that's all looking good. We can do something kind of cool here. Let's go ahead and actually do what I'm thinking is a restaurant. Right here would be a cool spot. And then we can park up this entire area. Let's do a 2x3. Let's do this one. And then we need two 2x1s. Let's do... I'm kind of thinking is something like this. And then like that. Perfect. Quick build you on up. Max out the budget. Get the freezer upgrade. So there's going to be another fun building for our population to visit, as well as this casino over here. And then we can get the upgrade for our radio station, Music All Day, which will increase the fun happiness of all of our buildings around here. So let's increase the budget on the casino. Perfect. And we have a restaurant. Perfect. And so then we need to focus on faith buildings. Let's just go really crazy with it. And let's build up a very nice cathedral for our population. I kind of want to just erase all of this stuff here. First relocate the radio station to here. Let's demolish this church, and then let's demolish all of these houses. And now we can put in our very own cathedral. Perfect. Out front of the cathedral, of course, we can throw down a number of parks. Let's keep it simple, do something like that, and then like that. Cool. I think that looks good. Things are coming together, and then we just need housing for a bit. And maybe we start with some apartments here. Let's demolish. We could get rid of this library. Not the most necessary of things. Let's demolish up all of these houses here, as well as here. And this means that we can fit in some apartments around here. Let's do some apartments facing each other with some parks in between. I think that'll look good. And then we can do something really cool here. We can just put a clinic down there. Bit more health happiness for our population is going to always be good. Then we can max out the budget on this cathedral, giving us a service quality of 101. Perfect. And the reason we're getting 101 is because we have the...
Shouldn't I have a special car for this?
The trait, which is workaholic, so a +1% efficiency to all buildings. And so that's just what I've been running on lately. Usually I go with the savant perk, but today we're doing this one. Let's not max out the budget on the juicery, but I do want to focus on getting more hydroponic plantations down. Let's do just like a ginormous area over here for a bunch of different crops. And it's also going to be probably a good idea to get another nuclear power plant down. So let's do a second one over here. Just so we're definitely not running out of electricity. And then maybe even another solar power plant would be a good idea as well. I don't want this one too close to our population. Let's move this one out just a bit. Can do this one Mostly here, I think, is a good spot. Perfect. Creamery, 2 goat ranches, hydroponic corn plantation. These are both for corn, so that'll be good. Pineapple, pig ranches. I do want to change these pretty soon to something that looks better. And let's relocate these furniture factories, just because I don't think that they're going to look good over there. Let's do one there and then one here, I would say. I think that looks way better. Cool, cool. Relocate you to here. Actually, we can do it right here. I don't want it to get in the way too much. We could do it there. That looks fine, I would say. So now I have the cannery up and running. Let's max out the budget on that. We'll leave the furniture factory on the middle budget. Same thing with our shipyard. Cool, cool. So we need the population up like 20 more. So let's get down.
Excellent. Why, they're as happy as a pig in mud who's never smelled the smokehouse. As my grandpa used to say.
And that's not a bad kickback if I say so myself. Those billionaires sure know how to leave a good tip. That's the sign of a gentleman, you know. New export, jewelry trade route with Mexico.
While the fat cats are at play, we should give them the right mice to chase, yes? Catnip and balls of string? Well, my metaphor strains under its own weight, but entertainment is surely the cat's pajamas.
These plutocrats and silk stockings are eating up every deal we offer. But my esteemed colleague and I do not have an agreement on how we should proceed to fleece the golden ram, so to speak.
We're pretty much doing both of these, but I think that luxury entertainment buildings are probably going to be a bit easier to pull off. So let's go ahead and do that one. And then let's actually build some luxury entertainment buildings. Let's do a cocktail bar. Probably going to be straight off a bit more easier. A bit more easier. Proper English. Let's do a metro station over here as well. Kind of thinking we can do it right here and then do a police station right here. Quick build all of this up and let's actually increase the budgets. Hire in people for these. Quick build you, hire in workers for this. Quick build you, hire in workers for that. More light. We never researched this building. Interesting. So let's go ahead and research that. We're not doing any propaganda, so we don't need newspapers or radio stations. We don't need clinic. Let's look at some other stuff real quick that we want to do. National Day would be good. Cocktail bars. Let's go ahead and get that as well. Funfair piers would probably be good. What else are we going to want? Let's do souvenir shops. I'm not sure how many of those we're going to build, but might as well get them. Legalized substances is probably going to be good. Aqua parks are going to be good. Beach resorts. Botanical garden. I'm not sure if we'll even build one of those, but might as well get it. And I think we'll leave. Now let's get roller coasters. And the yacht club. Let's go ahead and leave the rest though. Interesting, interesting. So it's probably going to be a good idea to build up another luxury hotel around here. Let's do one here. And then let's do more luxury entertainment. Let's do a yacht club. I would want it here, but I do kind of want to park around this, what's it called? Cocktail bar. So let's see if we can find another interesting spot. I think if we demolish this road, then we can fit it in there. Perfect. And with that all said, we can do, you know what, probably just some additional parks here. Let's do one there like that. Then we can do some 1x1s all through here. And then we can do skyscraper or modern apartments. And quick build you on up. Good. Quick build. And then we need one more luxury entertainment building. Let's do... What if we do another gourmet restaurant? These seem to be making us lots of money. Let's do it right here, I would say. And then we can build some parks up around this. Looks like we can do 3 on that side, 2 on this side. So let's do 2. And then just some 1x1s here to sort of cap it off. Can do a 2x1 here. Let's go ahead and throw something in. And then what are we thinking about over here? I think that looks fine. And then let's do just some more luxury entertainment stuff. Let's do a opera house. Previously I put it way over here, kind of on this, like right next to the ocean. I think that's a good spot for it. So let's go ahead and put it there. Quick build that on up. Let's max out the budget. Hiring a bunch of workers for it.
Entertainment. 4 syllables, but infinite possibilities. That's what the super rich want, Presidente. The one thing that's unacceptable is boredom.
Well, okay, there's lots of other things that are unacceptable to the super rich too. Like poor people in sight, or not getting exactly what they want, or being mistaken for a normal person, but we can't make so much money out of those.
There's
Interesting.
so much business going on, Presidente. Hey, I met this slippery guy with a thing for bananas. If we could corner the banana market.
So sure, food speculation, that's a hot topic, and a deal like this would push bananas out of the financial range of most people. But that just makes bananas special again, and surely everybody expects the banana market to be a bit bent. Banana market. Produce 7,500 bananas, and then we can increase the price of bananas by 100. So double the price of bananas. Interesting. Let's go into ×4 speed. With the next chunk of money, we'll go ahead and set that up. Let's increase the budget on this, make it for tourists only. Mucho importante, wealth of filthy rich increases the fee by 100, so let's do that.
Delightful. Losing so badly is refreshingly destitute.
Cool. So we get the moon deeds. Let's max out the budget here. Let's max out the budget there. We can do upper class, so everyone needs to be rich. That's just going to increase the fee income, which is good. Club membership required. Cool, cool, cool. Another gourmet restaurant. So let's go ahead and set up the banana thing. That will be good. Hydroponics. Let's do banana. And what I want is 2 sugar plantations in the center. So let's do those 2 here. And then we can do the bananas here and there. What are you? Pineapples. Let's relocate you to here. Let's get the other pineapple plantation. Relocate it to here as well. So now this very large square here, full of all sorts of very nice buildings for us. Demolish you. And then let's go ahead and do the pig ranches and change them out to factory ranches. And it'd probably be a good idea to do a couple more corn plantations as well. Corn plantations, just so we have enough food to feed everyone. Factory ranches, let's do some pig ranches. Kind of thinking we can do 2 of them, and that should be able to replace all of this. Then we can go through and demolish up all of these roads. Extend you down to there. And let's pause this up for just a moment. Replace this. What's it called here? Lumber mill, something like that, and I think that looks good. Cool. Clean it up a little bit. Big ranches, unemployed people. We have lots of homeless families, so let's build up just like a pretty decent neighborhood, I would say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, perfect. 5. 5. 5. And then this can fit 10 households. So let's just do like a bunch of them around. And then with that, we can build up some more luxury entertainment for our population. Let's do a fun fair pier for our people. These are always really, really good. Let's do this one here. Quick build it. Max out the budget. Extra round. More light. 105 service quality. For anyone who's willing to visit, that's all good. Our support's still sort of lacking. Faith and fun. Let's do another faith building. Let's build a cathedral over here for the population. Can do this one there. And again, just throw some parks out front. Quick build it on up. Max out the budget. Make this for tourist only. We should build up some fun buildings over here for our population as well. Let's start with a restaurant right around the corner from the cathedral. I think that'll be good. Max out the budget, get the freezer upgrade, and then let's do another fun fair pier for our population. Kind of thinking here's a good spot. Quick build that on up. Max out the budget, extra round, more light. Cool, cool. And then let's do more entertainment buildings for the tourists to visit. Would have been really neat if we could have fit it in there. We could fit it in here, but yeah, I mean, that's fine.
You and Prince, what's his name, chumming up, Presidente. Do you think he understands gambling? He seems kind of unaware of any consequences.
For me, gambling's like breathing. If you want to play for my holdings up on the old moon, no matter what anyone else tells you, I have the biggest portfolio, and my locations are by far the best. Plus, I'm a level-headed American, and I wasn't born yesterday. Care for a wager? So 3 cruise ships, easy peasy. Let's pay the 10,000 for the extra wager, and all we need to do is get these and control shift click them. And then control click the last one. Cool. And then we can do a landing. Oh, it would have been perfect if it fit here.
A deal is a deal. Here's what we agreed.
This wasn't a game, it was an agreement, and I always honor my debts when I have to. 15 moon deeds. Cool. Let's demolish this up and see if now we can fit him landing in here. Could fit one there, but yeah, I mean, that's probably fine. Quick build that on up. The only reason we want this is so that people can quickly get to and from their cruise ships. Let's max out the budgets there. Cool, making lots and lots of money. With the sugar plantations, we can get fiber fertilization. You can see it activates everything. So now all of these buildings are going to get a nice bump in efficiency. We can get also almost free of nature. So let's go ahead and research this. The hydroponic plantations. Change those. Now we're getting 156 efficiency on like everything. And that's pretty good. Producing corn, one of each of the food types. Also producing a bit of sugar. So now we can focus on a bit of other things. Our pig ranches are also done. Let's see, green waste chopper can work on all of these. So that's going to make these quite a bit cheaper. The factory ranches, and that's just always going to be good, right? Making so much money. Let's quick build all of these up. We can even go so far as to max out the budget on these. Let's look at a full one. Yeah, so we're still making a bit of money off of those. Then we can electrify them all. And that's looking pretty good. 79 housing quality. Not bad.
Fancy another wager over your exports. I know someone with a few more moon deeds.
Cool. It amuses me to bet on what leaves your country, since I cannot quite believe that so much of your wealth is made from trade. How delightfully decadent. My money just comes from being already so unspeakably rich. It is very boring, I assure you. So we need to export 2,000 electronics. We have 4 years to get that done. So what I want to do is actually let's research the Advanced Boat Services Edict. The reason we want to do that is because this will make boats quicker, which means that we can import goods faster, right? So that's going to be good. And then let's also come down here and increase the budget on our dock. And then let's find our customs office, if that's even possible. Let's relocate the immigration office to here. Customs office, I want it right here, so let's move this radio station to right here. Perfect. I like that spot. So now all of our like important government buildings are going to be right here in the center. And then with this, now I can park up the rest of this because I've sort of set it up how I wanted it. And then what can we fit in here? Two 2x3s with some 1x1s all throughout the middle. So let's do 2x3s. like that. And then 1 by 1s down through the middle. What if we do... Let's just keep it simple. Cool. Looking good. So now we can change this, after we get the workers in, of course, we can change this to reduce import taxes, and then we can import a bunch of electronics. So let's actually hire in a bunch of workers for this. So we don't...
Citizens are demanding.
Fun, happiness. Let's praise the capitalist. Blame no one. Promise nothing.
They call me the broker. I guess I had another name once. But you know what names are good for? They're good for getting you arrested, Presidente. Well, that's not my game. My game would be business. Which business? Hey, what have you got?
Nice. So this is a really good deal for electronics and electronics import. So let's go ahead and just max that out. We don't ever need to produce electronics now. We'll just get them delivered to our island. Then we can change this to special tax. It's also probably going to be a good idea to set up some more Teamsters offices. Let's just do like a whole square here. Make sure that our population has housing, which they do not. So let's do a couple more housing. And then I want to do more buildings for our population. Let's do a cabaret there. Set up another nightclub over here. And then let's do a casino for the population right here. And then let's also do another shopping mall. Probably be pretty good. Can do it there, I think. Can do it here. And then we don't want to encroach too much further out in this direction. So I think that this is as far as these neighborhoods are going to go. Quick build all this on up. Max out budgets. Max out budget. Laser shows. Max out budgets. Let's throw in a couple more apartments as well. And let's do one... tenement, wherever they are. Here we go. Let's just do one for now. Cool, perfect. And then here we can max out the production, or the budget on this cabaret, get playback equipment. Now let's go ahead and set up the... I think it's... What are we trying to do? Produce bananas. Okay, we're already producing bananas. Perfect. And then... So we have all these goods taken care of. We have sugar. Let's set up some rubber plantations. And then I believe we're producing all of the goods that we're going to need for... No, we're not. Let's set up mines on all of this. The automated mines. Set one up there. Do 2 here. Honestly, on each of these, we should do 2. Let's demolish you. Automated mines. Let's do 2 on each of them. Get tons and tons of goods shoveled out. Literally. And we can just do 1 here. Now we can do 2. Just 1. Connect it all on up with roads. Quick build it all, honestly. Making so much money that it hardly matters. The environmentalist faction definitely hated that, but I mean, what are we gonna do about it? Oh, produce bananas, cool. The market's gone bananas for bananas, Presidente. Sure, everyone's been saying that, but you don't get ahead in business by being original. Anyhow, the price has skyrocketed, and now all the rich people here want to be seen drinking banana smoothies. A job well done, I'd say. So it's time for me to split, Presidente. Hasta banana. Cool. Produce electronics, or export. All we gotta do is export them, so we don't really need to even produce them. As long as our exports go off without a hitch. Then we'll be in a fairly good spot, and boom, just like that, we've exported 600, so 2 more ship rotations. They're showing up every 2 months now, with all of the upgrades that we did. Vacant jobs, we have a lot of vacant jobs, and quite a bit more homeless families, so let's go ahead and build even more apartments. I'm thinking we do 2 here with parks in between. Can throw in a park here. Couple more apartments. Good, good. Electrify them all. Perfect. So now we need even more electricity. I don't think I actually increased the budget on this nuclear power plant here. Cool, cool. And then let's do... Oh, we already did the solar power plant, right? Let's max out the budget there, get the upgrade for it. Now we have a decent amount of electricity, at least. Cool, things are looking good. We need to build one wind turbine to keep the environmentalist off our back. So let's go ahead and just do that real quick. Max out the budget on all of those. We can even change them to the upgraded work mode, which takes more money, but we're making so much money that it hardly matters.
You're a friend of the Earth, Presidente. In return for your help, a potato, still covered in authentic dirt.
Authentic dirt. Interesting. And now we're just making boatloads of money. It's kind of crazy. A new election coming in. Population is really, really high up. Job, fun, faith are still sort of down. Let's do another cathedral. I think here'd be a good spot. We can even do it here.
Delightful. Losing so badly is refreshingly destitute.
Cool. So we won the mission, or this objective. We finished this objective by importing their electronics. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Something like that. Cool. So now food happiness should be starting to slowly climb up. What else are we missing? Let's look for a coconut import. Yeah, let's do a coconut import for like a bunch of coconuts, just so we don't ever need to think about it. Reduce import taxes. Coconut trade deal, 33,000. We'll take it. And then what I want to do is actually... let's put down a storage... a warehouse. Let's do a warehouse here. Quick build it on up. And we'll use this to house anything that we want to keep. So let's go ahead and house coconuts. Let's get both upgrades for it. 22,000, like space for 22,000 coconuts is pretty good. But let's do it even again, I would say. Just so that we're never going to run out of space for coconuts. And then let's go to trade and let's turn off the coconut exports. We're going to import them, keep them for our population. Perfect. So now we don't need to even produce coconuts. Now we're going to vote freely. And let's focus a bit more on any other food that we're going to need. We already have milk. And then we also have cheese. Milk and cheese are taken care of. Cool. And then all of the different crop types I believe are taken care of. We have corn, pineapples, and bananas. Corn, pineapples, bananas. So that's all these foods here taken care of. And then we have shellfish, fish, and then we have cans and juice. I think that's literally all the different food types.
The election is a landslide, Presidente. The metaphorical kind, not the kind that accidentally reduces the size of the workforce.
Yeah, we just needed the coconuts, which are in now. Perfect. So look at that. We have all the different food varieties. Interesting. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What was that?
I sometimes wonder, President.
Cool, yeah. So you want a tough bet, Presidente. Have you got the cojones, or is it the calzones? I should have stayed in school. Anyway, another 1%er friend of mine heard what you're up to, and together we came up with a real man's bet. That's what I was going for, a sort of masculine chest-thumping thing. Are you up for the challenge? So we need to fill a shopping mall with all the different food varieties. I already knew about this one, so pay the 10,000. We instantly get the moon deeds. Perfect. Good, good.
A deal is a deal.
Perfect, perfect. So let's go ahead and set up a vehicle factory. Or well, before that, we're going to need a steel mill. Let's set up like 2 of them, honestly. What if we demolish this road up, do a steel mill here, and then a vehicle factory here, a weapons factory here. What else can we do? Maybe a plastics plant? That could be kind of cool. Yeah, let's do that. There. Ah, that's kind of annoying. I would have wanted to fit a road down. We can, actually. Do a road like this. Can we rotate you to fit like this? We can. Let's do that. Another road there. And then another steel mill here. Quick build all this on up. Max out the budgets on all of this. Then we can do hot rolling on both of these steel mills. Crash test dummies. Improve emission software. Testing software. And I think that I'm gonna go ahead and end today's episode here because we are halfway to getting all of the moon deeds. And now we're producing tons and tons of stuff. Let's set up a cigar factory real quick. Let's just stay paused for a moment and get a bunch of other buildings that I want down. This means that we're going to need tobacco, so let's set that up as well. 2 tobacco plantations should be enough. Then let's do a cotton one as well. Let's do 2 cotton ones. And let's do 2 cocoa as well. Connect all of this on up with roads.
Mobile phones. Modern miracle? Public nuisance? Or a cause of cancer? Let Canal Uno know your opinion. Call in now.
Extensive fertilization. Let's go through and buy all the upgrades. Bigger buckets. Nah, we don't want to do bigger buckets. Corn, selective breeding. Cotton, mechanization. Let's get green waste chopper. Cocoa, inoculation. Pineapple, pollination parcel. I believe sugar's already got everything it needs. Bananas. Small parcel growth, why not? We also need a road connecting this. Cool, and then we're also going to need some additional Teamsters offices, so let's go ahead and just set up a couple of those around. Just to ensure that all of our goods are adequately moving about. Amazing. Couldn't have been more amazing, honestly. Everything is perfect. Yeah, we're making so much money, and then once all of this is up and running, man, we're gonna be making boatloads of money. Let's quick build literally all of this up. Max out the budget on all of these. Could even get second shifts for all of these. I mean, screw it, let's do it. And then we need 200 additional slots built in, so let's just start hiring in a bunch of these workers. This also means we're going to need a lot of housing pretty soon. Okay, I'd say that's good for the Teamsters offices. Let's get these funfair piers fully staffed. Police stations, why not? Max out their budgets. Funfair piers, max out the budgets there. Logging camps are fine. More logging camps. Teamsters offices. Aqua parks. Cocktail bars. Shopping mall worker. Metro station, why not? A bunch of high school educated jobs. Let's fill these all in as well. Steel mill. Vehicle factories. Hydroponic plantations. Lots of hydroponic plantations. We're getting like hundreds of people, or like over 100 people to move in. So we're gonna want to max out the budget there. Definitely build up a lot of housing. I'd I'd say that's pretty good. Yeah, I'd say that's really good. Skyscraper hotels. Max out the budgets. Restaurant worker. Automated mines. An automated mine doesn't require an education. That's kind of crazy. Let's also research the... What's it called? Automated mine here. And then we can change all of them to the work mode. Waste not protocol. Requires additional electricity. So maybe we, first and foremost, build up another solar power plant. Max out the budget there. Upgrade. Waste not protocol. Ooh, we're way under now. Maybe it's time for another nuclear power plant then. Iron workers for there. Let's let that all get dealt with very quickly. Bam, just like that. Look at 190 people just moved in. Yeah, look at how many people need housing. Kind of wild. Maybe we move all of the logging camps back real quick. Let's do that. Oops. Demolish all of this on up. And more logging camps out here. And then we're going to want a road extending down in this direction. Max out the budget, tree nursery, chainsaws. Cool. Amazing stuff. And then... 1, 2, 3, 4... I want this to go to 5. Oh, you know what? We're doing this wrong. So we could have left that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Extend that down to here. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Something like that. Something like that. Something like that. More of this and more of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. And so now all we need is a bunch of additional housing. How many homeless families do we have? 245. So let's just do a bunch of apartments all throughout here. If we get 25 new apartments put up, there's 5 already, then that should be enough for the entire population. And it'd also probably be a good idea to set up just a couple of parking decks. Let's do 2. Let's also do a police station or 2. Entire neighborhood's springing up. Electrify all of it. Oh, do we have even enough? We do have enough electricity. Always on duty, second shift. Amazing stuff. Let's increase the budget on these. Armed caretaker, electrify those as well. Still doing alright on electricity. Need to produce apparel for the religious faction.
Call me.
But
Would any of these be of interest to you? It's all strictly above board. A few opportunities came up.
just stage a
Nothing
distraction.
illegal. Well,
I knew I could count on you to do the right thing. Eventually, and for a price.
Let's also throw in one new fire station, probably. Definitely wouldn't hurt, I don't think. And then let's do a clinic out back of the place there. And then I want to do another cathedral. Let's do it here. Max out the budget there, both upgrades. Max out the budget here, max out the budget there. Done in confessionals, might as well. Cool. Everything's looking pretty good. We're also going to need some entertainment for these guys out here. So let's do a casino here. Let's do another cabaret on over here. Let's do, I'm thinking 2 restaurants would probably be pretty cool. So we just spent like $500,000, but it was all worth it. How many megawatts do we have right now? We have just enough to get this, so no more after that. Cool.
Oh, I am so enjoying the betting this year. I have almost forgotten how boring my incredibly luxurious lifestyle usually is.
But I would like more people to bet against, so how about another little wager, You must bring in more wealthy tourists to these islands. If you succeed, you win more of my lunar real estate, and if I get more fellows to play against, you cannot possibly say no. Have filthy rich tourists, which we already have 3.5 times as many as we need, so
Delightful.
bam, instantly we get more moon deeds. So I do need to end this episode before I make it too far into this. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, be sure to leave a like. And if you want to follow along with the rest of the Tropico 6 100% playthrough, or any of the other playthroughs that I'm going to be setting up in the near future, then be sure to subscribe. Peace.